You don't own anything. You're just borrowing it. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Ownership. In our contemporary society, the illusion of ownership permeates every aspect of our lives. From our homes and cars to the very clothes we wear, we are often led to believe that ownership equates to permanence. This belief not only fuels consumerism, but also promotes a sense of entitlement, convincing us that we possess our belongings indefinitely. However, the stark reality is that everything we claim to own is, in fact, temporary. This chapter explores the philosophical implications of ownership, challenging the reader to reconsider what it means to truly own something in a world defined by transience. The discussion begins with an examination of material possessions and their fleeting nature. Consider a luxury car. It might symbolize status and success, but its value diminishes over time. It requires maintenance and care, and eventually it will break down or be sold. The same can be said for homes. Structures meant to provide stability, yet susceptible to natural disasters or market fluctuations. This transient nature of material goods is a metaphor for the broader human experience. Just as we may care for our belongings, we must also acknowledge that they are borrowed from the universe, existing for a finite time in our lives. In this light, the chapter presents the concept of mindfulness, encouraging readers to appreciate their possessions while understanding their impermanence. The act of mindfulness invites individuals to experience gratitude without clinging to the material world. By adopting this perspective, we can enjoy our belongings, recognizing that they contribute to our experiences without defining our identities. The joyful moments we create with our possessions, the joy of new clothes or the comfort of household items, are meaningful, but they do not define us. Moreover, the exploration of ownership extends to personal identity. We sometimes define ourselves through our possessions, the car we drive, the gadgets we own, or the fashionable items we wear. This identification with material possessions can lead to existential crises when those possessions are lost or deteriorate. This chapter emphasizes that true identity lies not in ownership, but in our experiences and interactions. It underscores the importance of understanding that we are merely custodians of material goods for a brief period, and we should focus on creating a life rich in experiences rather than possessions. Ultimately, this chapter culminates in a call for a paradigm shift in how we perceive ownership. Instead of viewing possessions as something to be obtained and owned permanently, we are encouraged to embrace the idea that everything we have is temporary. This mindset promotes a sense of liberation and a deeper appreciation for the present moment. By letting go of the need to cling to ownership, readers can cultivate a lifestyle characterized by simplicity and gratitude. In conclusion, the illusion of ownership acts as a significant barrier to true fulfillment. By recognizing that everything is borrowed and temporary, we can foster a greater sense of appreciation for the life we experience. This chapter reinforces the idea that embracing impermanence allows us to live more fully in the moment, creating a lasting impact through our experiences rather than through our possessions. This foundational understanding will serve as a guiding principle throughout the subsequent chapters, illuminating the various avenues through which we can engage life more deeply and meaningfully. Chapter 2. Impermanence of Experiences. Experiences form the tapestry of our lives, creating memories that shape who we are. Yet, like material possessions, experiences are fundamentally impermanent. This chapter delves into the notion that the experiences we cherish, the laughter with friends, the warmth of family gatherings, the thrill of adventure, are fleeting moments that we must learn to appreciate fully. Understanding the transience of experiences not only enriches our lives, but also provides valuable insights into living mindfully. At the heart of this exploration is the concept of mindfulness. The chapter encourages readers to cultivate an awareness of the present by actively engaging in their experiences. In our fast-paced world, we often find ourselves distracted, rushing through moments without fully absorbing their significance. This lack of presence diminishes our ability to appreciate the here and now. By embracing mindfulness, we can enhance our interactions, allowing ourselves to genuinely connect with others and to savor the richness of life's fleeting moments. Consider a simple family dinner. As conversations flow and laughter fills the air, the experience is vibrant and substantial. However, if one's attention is diverted by thoughts of tomorrow's tasks or the glow of a smartphone, the true essence of the moment is lost. This chapter powerfully articulates the need to resist the urge to multitask, advocating instead for deep presence in every moment. By focusing on experiences rather than distractions, we can cultivate more profound connections and lasting memories. The chapter also acknowledges that impermanence breeds beauty. Just as the changing seasons remind us of the cyclical nature of life, so too do our experiences evolve. The fleeting nature of a sunset, or the ephemeral bloom of a flower, highlights the importance of experiencing moments fully, understanding that they cannot be recreated or captured indefinitely. By recognizing the beauty in transience, we can foster a greater appreciation for the joys that life offers. In sharing personal anecdotes and reflections, the chapter illustrates how embracing impermanence leads to living authentically. The story of a traveler who savored each moment during a solo journey beautifully encapsulates the idea. In seeking adventure, the traveler immerses themselves in local culture, forging relationships and creating memories that will enrich their life long after the journey concludes. By understanding these experiences as temporary yet impactful, we can learn to extract wisdom and joy from each moment. The chapter also addresses the fear of loss associated with impermanence. As humans, we often resist change and cling to our experiences, fearing that their absence will leave a void. However, this fear can be debilitating. By accepting that change is a natural part of life, we cultivate resilience and adaptability. The transient nature of experiences encourages individuals to embrace the unknown, finding strength in their ability to navigate life's fluctuations. Ultimately, this chapter serves as a manifesto for living in the present. It invites readers to embrace mindfulness and cherish their experiences, understanding that while they may be temporary, they hold immense value. By cultivating an awareness of impermanence, we can approach life with a sense of gratitude and purpose, celebrating each moment as a unique opportunity for joy and connection. The insights gleaned here will resonate throughout our journey, paving the way for deeper understanding and appreciation of relationships and experiences in the chapters that follow. Chapter 3: The Nature of Relationships. Relationships are the heart of the human experience, shaping our lives and influencing our emotional well-being. However, just as with material possessions and experiences, relationships are often impermanent and evolved. This chapter delves into the nature of relationships as borrowed connections, emphasizing the importance of valuing our interactions without clinging too tightly to them. By embracing the idea that relationships can be temporary, we can learn to navigate the complexities of human connection with grace, gratitude, and acceptance. One central theme of this chapter is the idea that people come into our lives for various reasons, often for a limited time. Whether through friendships forged in school or fleeting encounters during travel, every relationship brings something unique. The chapter invites readers to view these connections not as possessions but as gifts, experiences meant to enrich our lives, even if only briefly. This perspective can alleviate the fear of loss associated with potential changes or endings in relationships. Recognizing the temporary nature of relationships also allows us to appreciate them more deeply. By understanding that tensions and conflicts may arise, we cultivate the resilience to weather difficulties without jeopardizing our connections. Instead of viewing challenges as failures, we can see them as opportunities for growth and learning. The chapter presents the idea that embracing these challenges leads to richer and more profound connections. Drawing on compelling anecdotes, the narrative showcases the evolution of various friendships, from childhood bonds to adult relationships. Each story demonstrates how people can come into our lives and depart, leaving their mark behind. For instance, the story of a close friendship that fades due to geographic distance illustrates the idea that, while the presence of friends may change, the memories and lessons we shared remain with us. These connections shape our identities, and understanding their impermanence allows us to cherish them fully. Moreover, this chapter emphasizes that one does not truly own another person. This realization is liberating, reminding us that love cannot be possessed or controlled. It flourishes best in an environment of freedom and mutual respect. By recognizing that relationships are built on mutual support and trust, we can nurture deeper connections while allowing space for their natural evolution. The chapter also explores the significance of letting go. Whether it's a friendship that has run its course or a romantic relationship that has changed, learning to accept endings is crucial for personal growth. Holding on to relationships out of fear can stifle our emotional development and hinder our ability to form new connections. This realization empowers readers to embrace the fluidity of relationships, trusting that new connections will emerge as old ones shift. Ultimately, this chapter advocates for an open-hearted approach to relationships. It encourages readers to engage fully in their connections, appreciating the present moment without fear of loss or change. By understanding that relationships are temporary yet impactful, we can cultivate love, compassion, and understanding. This perspective fosters a greater sense of connection with others, allowing us to navigate the ebb and flow of relationships with grace. The insights gained here will resonate throughout the subsequent chapters, shedding light on how relationships and connections intertwine with life's transitory nature. Chapter 4. Embracing change. Change is a fundamental aspect of life, inevitable and constant. This chapter explores the necessity of embracing change and how our perceptions of it can profoundly affect our experiences. Often we resist change, perceiving it as something negative or destabilizing. However, by shifting our mindset and recognizing change as an essential part of existence, we can cultivate resilience and adaptability. The chapter illustrates this journey through real-life examples, philosophical insights, and practical strategies for embracing change. The exploration begins by acknowledging the discomfort that often accompanies change. For many, the unknown can evoke feelings of anxiety and fear. The chapter presents an analogy drawn from nature. Just as trees shed their leaves in autumn, making way for new growth in spring, we too must make space for transformation. By accepting that change leads to growth, we can learn to approach transitions with curiosity rather than trepidation. This mindset shift is crucial for personal development and enriching our lives. Central to this chapter is the idea that change is not a barrier to progress. Instead, it can be seen as an opportunity for renewal. Key examples highlight individuals who have navigated significant life changes, career shifts, relocations, and personal transformations with resilience. Each story serves as a testament to the human capacity for growth in the face of uncertainty. The chapter encourages readers to seek out change rather than resist it, promoting a proactive attitude that welcomes new experiences and possibilities. Moreover, the chapter emphasizes the interconnectedness of life's changes. Each transition can lead to further opportunities and experiences, creating a ripple effect that shapes our journeys. By embracing change, we can learn to view life as a dynamic tapestry rather than a rigid framework. This fluid understanding allows us to adapt more effectively and fosters a sense of agency in our lives. The concept of impermanence ties into the broader narrative of change. By studying our possession and relationship with temporality, we can appreciate the cyclical nature of experiences and learn to celebrate each phase of life. Rather than clinging to the past, the chapter highlights the importance of living fully in the present. It suggests that by embracing change, we liberate ourselves from the weight of nostalgia or regret, allowing us to embrace new opportunities with open arms. Additionally, the chapter delves into the role of acceptance in navigating change. Acceptance does not imply resignation. Instead, it cultivates a sense of peace that fosters resilience in the face of adversity. Readers are encouraged to confront their feelings about change openly, acknowledging the emotions that arise while also cultivating the ability to move forward. This process of acceptance can lead to personal empowerment, encouraging individuals to embrace their agency in responding to life's shifts. In conclusion, this chapter serves as a compelling reminder that change is an integral part of the human experience. By fostering a mindset that embraces change, Viewing it as an opportunity for growth and renewal, we can navigate transitions with grace. The insights gleaned here underscore the importance of living fully in the present while appreciating life's impermanence, thereby allowing us to cultivate a deeper understanding of the joys and challenges that come with embracing change. The lessons of this chapter will reverberate in its connections to the themes of relationships and experiences in the chapters that follow.